Hi, welcome back to another episode of Musicology. This is Tommy Q speaking, and yes, this is my very first video for today. Sorry with the late overdues of videos. I have been incredibly busy. I went down to this place in Nottingham called The Beach, which is a lovely little place to go down to. They do it every year in the summer. Absolutely incredible place to go to. I've really always enjoyed there, and I would always go and return back to that place all the time. And then yesterday I went to Lincoln to see Nope, which is it was absolutely incredible. Sorry, every time I hear the title Nope, I say Nope. I like Nope. Really great film. The cinematography was amazing and the acting was really good. But we're not talking about films. I'm not copying my best friend here, but we are talking about music. Music, absolutely amazing. And I just burned off on my watch 47 calories today, and that's me sitting down writing all these notes down. I forgot to write notes down for this band because I'm an idiot. So I decided to go write notes on. Anyway, we're going to make this short and sweet. And today, guys, we are looking into the Leeds and Reading Festival lineup. We're done Fridays and now we're here for Saturday. We're missing out Jack Harlow because I have reviewed him before. He is also performing on that Saturday slot, and Sunday is the only day though there's no artist I actually listen to. So I have heard from songs like 1975, which I will do a huge album review, a huge artist review of that band because they're my favorite and I love them. And but this is one of my absolute most favorites, way before the 1975 band came out. And this band, they've been around since I was in school, in primary and secondary, and also while I was in college. And yeah, this is the band, of course, the Arctic Monkeys. Love this band. I always love listening to them. I always listen to their songs, their albums. I even repeat the whole album, AM, quite a lot because it's my favorite album of all time, and we will get to that point before. But they are my favorite band of all time, and I think they're incredible. Let's get on to their discography that I have been listening to. So this is their first album in 2006. What People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. Favorite Worst Nightmare, 2007. Humbug, 2009. Suck It and See, 2011. AM, 2013. And then their latest album, which is my favourite, love it when I'm listening it on a really bad day. I tune that album in. Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino, 2018. And I heard rumours that they're releasing that album this year, which I'm looking forward for. And we will do an album review on them as well. But let's get on to the artist review on them. Let's get back to business. So let's get to their first album, What People Say I Am, That's Not What I Am Not. I think that's how to pronounce it. I'll put the title in there. I really love the album. When I first saw the album cover, I thought that was Adam Sandler, but it isn't. It was actually the lead singer from Reverend and the Makers, lead singer's brother in there. And I thought that was he looks like Adam Sandler. I don't know why. He's just the eye squinted and the short, dark hair. And I thought that was Adam Sandler. But it isn't Adam Sandler. It's actually the lead singer of Reverend and the Makers' brother. and I've seen Reverend and the Makers twice. I actually seen them once for £3 to see them at Water Aid Festival, where I've seen other bands, but we're not going to get into it too much. But I also seen them at Kasabian concert as well, and they're a really great band, really great band. But the album itself is such a great song. Like, there's so good, great tracks, classics in there. I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor is always an instant classic, and I always love that song. Every time I go out, they always play that song. It is just absolutely amazing. Mardy Bum is a really great track. I really loved it. And then we get to When the Sun Goes Down. Now, this is my most favourite song by the Arctic Monkeys. I always like the guitar, the da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, that track, that part of the guitar. That's my absolute most favourite. I think it's a really great album as well. And also, it's been based, there's a short film that it was based on, and it had Stephen Graham in and Laura Sculpture, who, if you don't know who she is, she was in Misfits, and her brother's been in This Is England and Once Upon a Time. So she's quite a well-known actress, and this is her first film she's ever done in, and this one she's done it with Stephen Graham. And then later Stephen Graham was in This Is England, that he starred in alongside with her brother in both the movie and the series. And it's such a great track. It's based, the film is called Scummy Man, which is the lyric from the lyric of When the Sun Goes Down. And it's just a story about a drug addict who's using this 15-year-old prostitute to do some errands with him and helping him out. And it's really, really sad film. It's a really sad film. And you see the film in the music video of When the Sun Goes Down. That's just clips from the short film he did. And they used the Arctic Monkeys song. It's such a great short film for such a great iconic song. From the Ritz and the Rubble, another great song. Really rocking indie in there. Then we get to Favorite Worst Nightmare in 2007. Love the album. I love Brian Storm. That is such a great song. Psychedelic, very psychedelic and very indie. And that drumming tone. Oh, a notification that my phone's about to die. Doing that. That is just incredible. That's not Game of Thrones. This is the actual part of the song. Teddy Picker, really great track, really upbeating. And Fluorescence, I can't say the title. Here's the title of the song. That's a great song. Always hear it all the time when I watch In-Betweeners. It comes on the In-Betweeners quite a lot. And I've really liked the track. It was a really good song. This House is a Circus, a beautiful track to listen to. I really enjoyed listening to them. Then we get to Humbug. Great, electrifying album. Absolutely electrifying. The rock elements are really powerful, really on top. This is the point where they develop their own sound, and it's just absolutely amazing. Crying Lightning is one of my favourite songs on there. Really great. All the albums on there, this is why I like the Arctic Monkeys a lot. Their albums are not always longer. They're always like about 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long. And I always like that because it's a really nice sound. And listening to that long period of time is really, really good. And I always like the Arctic Monkeys. I'm a massive Arctic Monkeys fan. Never went to see them, but I want to. I'm really desperate to see them. They're such a great band. Suck and See. I rarely hear this album. I'm not going to lie. It's okay, but it's not. Some of the tracks are not memorable, really. They're not memorable tracks. Like Black Treacle, that's my favourite song. It has such a beautiful alternative and indie undertones in there. Really good. Don't Sit Down Because I Move Your Chair. I love the Dark Elements, how they open the track. That's just amazing. Really, really good. I really enjoy That's Where You're Wrong, because the alternative sounds in there is really good. It felt like this album, they sort of went back to their old roots, and then on their next album, which we're going to listen to, Here My Thoughts Are, they sort of went back to it, and then they went back to being different and being unique. So yeah, I really like that, how they revisit back to their old selves, and then they drag back into, you know, it's such a great. And Alex Turner, he's just an icon. I really do like him. Then we get to AM. Beautiful track. My favorite album ever. Has to be my most favorite album. I own a copy of it. I own a copy of it on my vinyl. Really great album. I love Do I Want to Know, Are You Mine, One for the Road, and Arabella. Great tracks. Really great tracks. I really like Number One Party Anthem, but I don't know why they didn't release it, because it's such a great track, and it should have been released, to be honest. It should have been released as a track. It would be a really great album. Snap Out of It, great track. I really love that album all over, because of it sounded different. It's a different style of rock, and their promotion of the album's really unique, where they're all wearing like suits, look like they're from the Beatles, but making a little bit of a grungy look. Really like that style. I love their fashion style in all of them. They're really great to make their albums relevant, to make their appearances more relevant to the actual album. Then we get to the latest album. I didn't re-listen to this album because I listened to it before many years ago and I loved it, but I didn't re-listen to it because, you know, I still got it fresh in my head. It's like the Frank Turner Modern Ruin album. I still got it fresh. This one, I still got it fresh as well. So I always like the Arctic Monkeys anyway. I heard this album by heart, and it's, from what I heard of it, it's relaxing, smoothing, and the lyrics and the music overall, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed this album. I can't really name any of the tracks, but Star Treatment is my favourite track of the first album. It's such great songs. There are some upbeating tracks in there, like American Sports and Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. But they're all very different. It's very, I think, when I first heard of it, it sounded like elevator music. Very nice, smoothing texture. When you go into a lift, you play the Arctic Monkeys, this album, and it feels like elevator music, but it's a very nice style of 1950s 1960s sound, and it's just, but in American sense, like in the high class sector, when it's all Art Deco, it really takes me back to that point, and in that era it was just so nice. Really nice album to listen to. Overall, I love the Monkeys. I love the Arctic Monkeys. I got to see them. When they do a tour, I'm booking my tickets, because they're just fantastic albums they done. And it's just, you know, I bet I look good on the I bet you look good on the dance floor. I bet I look good on the dance floor, because I just love the Arctic Monkeys. And also Alex Turner, the lead singer, he did an interview with Susanna Reid, and she said this.
And I said I was interviewing you, people did say, is he ever going to do Strictly? Because they bet that you'd look good on the dance floor.
Of course.
So...
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
2014?
Yeah.
Shall I give you the contract to sign now?
Maybe. I should have been the one that said, I bet you look good on...
I love Alex Turner's response. He was just like, felt a little bit embarrassed, like, yes. I love Alex Turner. And that is it for the next video. Sorry it took so long. I will be listening to all the other artists today, and hope you guys get ready for Leeds Fest for the Saturday slot. If I don't get the other stages right during Leeds Fest, I'm still going to review them, because that will be the artists that need more attention. These are just the main acts, so for you guys, you can get ready and listening to them. For you guys, we'll jet it off into the wilderness of camping while I sit down in my bedroom and watch the Arctic Monkeys. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay in tune. Bye.